suitable for the full-time player, professional, going in and making your money as your way of life, or as we recommend, as a side hustle, even running your own LLC, where you build your money, you build your bankroll, you build your own company. All the money passes right through into your LLC. You keep staking it. You try to make modest wins every day and build your money. Following exactly what we do here, you're going to accomplish it. All you got to do is do it. Tonight could be a watershed moment. I'm hoping tonight's a watershed moment because it really could be. Hey, Paul O'Brien, good evening. Glad to see you. This could be a watershed moment because I'm probably going to have to repeat this, but I've got several people out there to help me all the time and give me feedback and we talk straight with each other about what we think about things. And I had to finally reveal to them that something they didn't know because they were saying that they had run into some problems with the pattern of banker, 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 player, banker, banker, player, banker, player. And I didn't want to stop them from their testing, and I already had known what they were telling me, but I wanted to see what they came up with. The whole point of coming up with that pattern. Hey, Kevin, good evening. And Trish Graves, good evening. Ron, Gary Sherinian, Dag 2310. The whole point of coming up with that 9 phase pattern was for the player who wanted to come in and make one bet and begin betting in a certain way that they could possibly get their money and go. Truth is, I never liked pattern betting. I never was going to do it myself. I wanted to test it out to see, and we tested it over and over and over again, and it won and it won and it won. But a pattern can be beaten. The game can throw all kinds of things at you. Chuck Ritter came up with one where he had 9 straight that were totally mirrored opposites, and you just get slaughtered. Then Soup Campbell came across the same thing. And so this is why I'm coming clean tonight and saying, listen, that was designed as a way that a player could go in and make 1 bet, 2 bets, 3 bets, and get their money. And the way you could do it was playing the 1, 3, 7, 11, 17, 23, which I have fallen in love with, and I'm using it because this is the way to bet. If you're going to win about 50%, 45, 40% of your hands, you're going to make the money all the time. The only way you're going to lose is if you lose 9 in a row. Well, you're going to lose betting anything at 9 in a row. And so tonight I'm going to show you the way I play and the way I want you to play. I think this is a watershed moment. I'm going to look for hearing from all of you. This is what I call the 4 phase random toss. And you know that I like playing random. I've always liked playing random. Even in roulette, I like to play random. In Baccarat, I want to play random also. So what we're going to do, and I'll take my time on this because many of you are going to want to know exactly how to do it this way. I'm going to tell you first off, the bet is 1, 3, 7, 11, 17, 23, 31, 40, 50, 60. I don't care if you're playing it for $10 or if you're playing it for $25 or $50. Doesn't matter what it is. This is the way you need your bankroll to do it. Now, this bankroll needed tonight is $5,000. That's a $25 first bet. I'm going to keep it rolling 1, 3, 7, 11, 17 the whole time, but I've got 4 different bets. So this is how I'm throwing random at the game. This is no pattern betting. I'm going to regress one moment and tell you that I did find a modification to the pattern to be better. So I got a modification of that pattern. If you want to play pattern betting, you will find better results by removing the middle 3 bets. The middle 3 bets are banker, banker, player. If you pull those out, throw them away, and you play banker, 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 player, banker, player, and then restart. The reason that makes it strong is because if you're at the last section where you're going to play banker player, you're going to play banker 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 player, then you're going to play banker player. If you look at it, when you play banker player and you come back with banker 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 player like that, now you've got 2 player bets wedged in there with 4 bankers, not 6. And so you got the strong side of the 4 bankers and you got the variety side of having the player in there. And you're going to find that that pattern is better than adding the banker banker player in the middle. The banker banker player in the middle keeps you away from player far too long. So If you want to play pattern betting, that's what I recommend, but I wouldn't recommend pattern betting. Now I'm going to tell you the next thing. I have found the strongest way to play this game is to play the bet that I'm talking about and play it only as banker chops, triple player, quad player. Two bets, one if you win, but you have to wait for the triple player and the quad player. But the first bet is against triple player. If you lose, you bet it against the quad. If you lose, you wait out to the next triple player and you come back in with the same progression bet. If you lost at one, you lost at three. When you come back in, you're going to bet seven, because this is the way you're going to get your money. You're going to win a high percentage of chop player, trip, and quad. But it's hard. It's you got to wait a long time. You got to find the table. A lot of times you can't get that. So what I have done is I have blended the banker chop, triple, and quad as a group of my four ways of playing. So this is a quad attack of randomness. I'm going to show it to you tonight. The only thing that stays static is the bet keeps rolling, and it's the only gets adjusted on the wins. So I'm going to shuffle right now. What we're going to do is we're going to open with a baseball bet, but it's not going to be martingale. It's going to be 1, 3, 7. We only play three bets on the baseball bet, but then we're going to play also three other bets. We're going to play the baseball bet. We're going to play banker chops the single player. Any single player, we're going to make one bet that is going to chop. We're also going to bet banker streaks single banker. Banker streaks single banker, and then we're also going to add in banker chops player triple quad. So we've got four ways of attacking. None of it is patterned. All of it is random. And we're going to see how it goes tonight. We're going to try to win $300. We're starting at $7,970,915. Our target is $7,971,215. That would be $300. We're going to start with the baseball bet. $25 on the banker. There it is. Maximum amount of bets is 3. You'll see what I'm talking about. Now that thing landed in there, but I'm trusting well, I'm going to try it again because it knows where it's going, but it doesn't. It looks a little spooky to me. Yep. Okay, we're going to trust that that's on the banker. So here we go. Michael Steinfeld, how you doing, buddy? We're going to slide the pattern betting aside. We're playing random quad bets, 4 different bets. You'll see what they are. We start with the baseball bet, $25 on the banker. We're trying to get to $7,971,215. That would be a $300 win from a $5,000 bankroll. That's what we're trying to do, and I'll try to keep square on this stuff. Okay, so we won the bet. All right, so we won the baseball bet right away. So what do we have? We have a banker. So now when I look at my other 3 bets, the bet that I would make is banker streaks single banker. So I've got banker chops single player. We don't have that. I got banker chops player triple quad. We don't have that. The baseball bet's been retired now. We don't have that. So we have to try to see, can we get a streak? So we're going to bet $25 on the banker, rebet. We're trying to get the banker to streak. There it is. So now we've got well, I'd say we got $50, but actually we probably have 48 or thereabouts. So because it takes the commission from us. So now we have 2 bankers. There is no bet here because we played banker streaks single banker, and we played the baseball bet. We don't have a single player, and we don't have a triple quad player. So we're going to have to sit out. So we do, and see what we get here. We have a single player. So now we're going to play banker chops single player, $25. The banker chops single player for $25. That's what we're trying. It's a 1 bet, and it lost. So the next bet is $75, and we have nothing to bet here because we can try to chop the triple into quad player, but we don't have another bet here right now. So we got to remember that the next bet is $75. Keep track of our bets, and we got a no bet here. Okay, so we got a single banker. We're going to bet $75 on Banker Streaks single banker. This is a quad approach. There is no pattern to this. This is throwing randomness at the cards. $75. And there is a Banker Streak for $75. So now we are within $216, right? And we got to go to 215. So that's the commissions is knocking us down here. But we've got two bankers now, so we don't have a bet to make. The next bet will be $25 because we lost the 25, we won the 75. So we got a no bet. And we got a single player. So we're going to try Banker Chops the single player. $25 entry level bet. Randomness. With that tie, we'll just run it back. We're still going to try to chop this single player. Tie is abundant. Okay, so we lost the bet. We got two players there. The next bet is $75, and there's no bet on the pair of players. So the next bet is $75 whenever we resume. So what do we have here? We have a triple player. So we have Banker Chops triple quad player. We got a $75 bet. This one can go too deep. We're going to try to chop triple and quad. We'll either lose two, or we'll win the first one, or we'll win the second one. And there's the win. So we're up to 0.55 here. All right. So we got a single banker. So now the bet is Banker Streaks single banker, $25. And another push. Lots of pushes. Casey Steve's betting that push tonight. Boy, you're just racking up money. Look at him. There he is. Very much overrepresented ties in this shoe so far. Okay, the Banker Streak single banker didn't. Oh, yeah, it did not work. We lost $25. So now we're going to try to chop this single player with a $75 bet on the bank. There's the win. We're up to 101. So now we have got a single banker again. So we're going to bet $25 on Banker Streaks single banker. A win. We're up to 125, so now we're $90 away. We're trying to win $300. It's not that easy to do at $25. We've already won a lot of hands. We've not lost that many, so we've had some good fortune tonight, but we still aren't there. And with this double banker bet there, we don't have a bet to make. So we're going to see what comes up here. Streaking banker. And more ties. Anytime I see a tie, I think of Casey Steve. So we've got 2, 4, 5 ties in 15 hands. 30% of the hands have been ties. We got a single player there. We're going to try to chop it with a $25 bet. So we got two players there. The next bet is $75. We don't have a bet to make from this. And now we have a triple player. So we got a chop triple player with the banker, and if needed, we're going to try to chop it with a quad. And the first bet is $75 on the bank. And there's a good win. We're at 171. So now we can try to play a streak. We want to play banker streaks single banker, $25. No bet there because we got two bank. Oh, no, we got a bet. We're going to bet banker chops single player, $75. And he got the job done. And that's our money. We were shooting for 7,971,215 would be $300. We made 217. That's 302. So what we played, my favorite way of playing is playing banker chops triple player or quad player. You see, we had 1, 2 of them. We chopped them both. So that would have been 100% wins on that tonight, but that's not as easy to get. You got to tough it out, and a lot of us are playing casinos that you can't just wait it out to that. So you fold that in to your other three bets. As you see here, we started with the baseball bet. That's the way we begin, but then we don't play it again. And we play the baseball bet, not martingale, but 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 7, 11, 17, 23, 31, 40, 50, 60. Those are the bets with the $25. $25, $75, 175, 275, 425, 575. I hope you guys saw that we did play enough hands, 2, 4, 6, 9, 10, 11, 17, 18, 19. We played 20 hands tonight to win our $300. 20 hands was enough to give a chance to show that this won't work. But I think all of you saw, I don't know if we ever made it to the 175 bet. I know we made it to the 75 bet a few times, and we may have made it to 175 once. I can't recall it. But we're playing the baseball bet to start with, and then after that one banker there, we played banker streaks single banker. So we only got one shot at it. It did. And so then we're playing banker chops single player, and that lost. And then we had the banker streak single banker again, and it won. Then we lost a chop there, but we got down to the triple and we won there. And so this randomness that we're throwing at it is banker baseball bet to start with, not martingale, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 7, 11, and then banker chops single player, banker streaks single banker, banker chops triple and quad. This does the same things that the pattern does, except it does it without a pattern. We're relying largely on the banker to get the job done, and we're trying to recover once the player has its way and wins its hands. And so we are still strong on the banker, betting it streaks, betting it chops, and we're betting that the banker will chop the triple and the quad player, and it did it. But you can see here, it's actually a very balanced screen here. We have, look at the players, we got 3, 5, 6, 9, 10 players, and we have 2, 4, 5, 8, 10 bankers. When I say it's a 50-50 game, just take a look. Now, I know it doesn't always come out this way. The banker sometimes has win more, the player wins more, but over time, this is an actuarial game, and that's why we have found it to be the professional way to play. All we have to win is 30% of these bets. I think tonight we probably won 60 because it's very, very strong, but we need to keep trying. And I got Soup Campbell out there. I got Chuck Ritter out there. They're going to work this thing. I think they're going to find out that this is getting close to where we wanted to be. I wanted to give full disclosure that I never liked pattern betting. I think those of you who watched me knew it, but I wanted to see what that pattern worked with banker, 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 player, banker, banker, player, banker, player. What I found out was that pattern is a little bit better when you mix into players a little more often. And you do that by pulling those 3 plays out of the middle. The banker, banker, player, throw them out. And if you're going to play the pattern, play banker, 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 player, banker, player, because that puts in an extra player in the middle there, to where when you begin that second section of banker, player, you're going to go banker, player, banker, 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 player. So you're going to have 2 of them stuck right inside of those 5 bankers. And that's a strong pattern, but I still don't like patterns. Never did like them. And that's what I needed Soup to see. I wanted Soup to dig into it for me, and he did. And Chuck Ritter did as well. And we found that the pattern is very strong. The pattern wins a lot of times, but it won't win all the time. There is a unicorn that will gallop across, mirror the opposite, and hand your head to you. And we don't want that. This is why I was always going to find, where do we go with the randomness? This is the first step. It may be the last step, but this is the first step. It's banker. It's a baseball bet to start with. Then it's banker chops single player, banker streaks single banker, banker chops triple and quad. You do have to sit out some of the hands, but not a lot. And it is the 1, 3, 7, 11, 17, 23, 31, 40, 50, 60. We didn't get nearly that high. But this is the $25. You can play it at $10 table. You can play it at $50 table. You can play it at $100 table. Just make sure you get the bankroll to do it. Hey, Bill, Lotta, and Ron, good evening. JP's here. Nice to have you guys. This is what I was always wanting to go back to once I had ran the pattern thing into the ground. And I wasn't going to be able to do it on my own, even though I did more than hundreds of simulations. But between Chuck Ritter and Soup Campbell, they helped me out. And they identified the, whoops, this thing can get beat. And we don't want to do something that can get beat. The fact that it didn't ever beat me didn't mean it couldn't get beat, and it would have eventually. But thank you very much to Chuck, and thank you very much to Soup. I appreciate you guys very much. This is a 4-step way of playing random, and it keeps the 1, 3, 7, 11, 17 going the whole time. And so we will come back day after tomorrow, and we'll show it again. And then we'll probably be trying to see, can we get together with Crystal and Ron over there at the Terre Haute Casino. So we'll get together and do that as well. So more coming to you. Thank you very much. Saw that our guy Mendoza did get the Heisman tonight, so good for him. And we'll see what happens in football going forward. It ought to be a lot of fun to just to see how far it goes, because this is the best teams are out there now. Let's see what happens with them. All right. So, Johnny Mac, thank you, buddy. I'm so glad you jumped in here. Why don't you play it and stop your whining off in the corner? Gosh sakes, man. This crybaby stuff is not befitting of you, man. Grow up. Join the players that win. We win every darn time. We won it again tonight. So you just continue on. You're welcome to be here. I love you to death, but Jesus, you're a Debbie Downer. I find it to be quite comical. So thanks to all of you. If I get Wild Bill in here tonight, that would be really a good thing to have too. So thank you, Michael Steinfeld. Winners, that's what we do. We won over 300 tonight in 20 hands. We probably sat out about 4 of them, but this is a 4-step way of attacking this game with the random structure. Yeah, Johnny Mac, you're playing with a simulator too. I got you. All right. So thanks a lot, guys. If you think a simulator is different than the table, Johnny Mac, you ain't been playing long, because I've been playing all my whole life, and I can tell you the results are the same. This thing here came out right there. Look at it. It's 50-50, just like the game. But all I can do is take you by the hand and lead you to the water. If you don't want to drink it, you don't want to drink it. But thanks for stopping by to cast aspersions. It's always nice to see you. Good night to all of you. Love you. See you in 2 days.